What's going on, Geekdom? Today is Animation Monday, so we are going to check out some animations. Today is going to be on an anime compilation. This is anime moments where the bullies got what they deserve. As a person who has been bullied, I know it can seem very satisfactory that a bully got what they deserved when they have taunted or hurt you in some way. It can be satisfactory, but not on all cases. Depends on what happened to them. It can be horrible, but in anime, it usually goes that horrible. So the satisfactory that you would get can seem very evil when it comes to anime. So the satisfaction you get can be on the evil side when it comes to anime. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. So let's go ahead and check this compilation out. And this is going to be off of, I think, Animan's channel. So see how he threw this together.
Being a medium that is full of tons of stories based around schools, there is no surprise that there are tons of school bullies in the anime realm. Doesn't matter whether it's an emotional or physical bullying, it's still the most horrible thing someone can do. Bullying in anime tends to go wrong in the most satisfying and bloodiest ways possible. Sometimes it gets too intense and the victim just couldn't handle the pain anymore. Seeing them get the revenge can be more satisfying than taking a cold shower on a hot day. Here are the moments in anime where the bullies got what they deserve. But before we start, be sure to subscribe to our channel and press on that bell icon and set us all to be notified about our latest videos.
お前魔女なんだろ。魔女は生きたイモリ食うって姉ちゃん言ってたぞ。私こんなもの食べるって抑えろ。口の中入れろ。ちょっと何。
Coming in at number 7, we have Sakurachan Fruit Basket 2019. Reflecting on Saki's past, she was gifted with psychic abilities that could sense people's waves and send out electric waves. As a young soul, she had a hard time controlling her abilities. The bullies just make everything worse, but they deserved it anyways. This pure innocent girl goes to school just to be called a witch. Those bullies just won't leave her alone. Poor girl couldn't even enjoy a meal. It's like she's living in hell, being forced to eat living animals or literally being burned or scarred by supposedly what you could call classmates, but are absolute bitches and devils. Enough is enough. Everything has a limit. It's time for my girl to get her revenge. It wasn't the most satisfying revenge, but for real though. Seeing those bullies suffer and be in pain was more entertaining than watching fight scenes in most shonen anime. Not to mention, it was so badass when Saki snapped. She wishes death upon them. I honestly wish Saki had done more than this because the bullies truly deserve to live a life in hell. Coming in at number 6, we have Magical Girl Raising Project. Seriously though, what is up with Magical Girls anime and giving them a dark past? Kano is one of the most badass characters with such a dark backstory, which made us understand why she became so violent these days. I can't believe the audacity those bullies have to even compare her to her mother. Poor girl goes to school just to get called ugly names and be molested by her own classmates. I honestly thought that she would get some peace at home, but I was wrong. Her lecherous stepfather only stacks upon another layer of pressure in her life.
Oh
just
my
like
gosh.
I said, everything has a limit. And boy, was it beyond satisfying when she finally snapped and gave those bullies a nice punch in the face.
Don't call quick.
Especially
you want to ask for the teacher when y'all bullying? Sure.
Bro, this is a good example of why you shouldn't underestimate a woman.
That's what I'm talking about.
Coming in at number 5, we have Rika-chan Higurashi When They Cry. Ray. Violence is never the answer. But apparently in
this
the show
anime,
I
just
really
could
do
not
like Satoko. But the
really
Satoko of
get
this world had it coming. I call it the karmic justice delivered in response to her bitchy attitude. It's hilarious how she got beaten up twice in the classroom with chairs. Once, thanks to Shion, and now thanks to Rika. It's pretty much
Well, I see
understandable that
this
Satoko acts like this because
version,
of
I
her
think.
abusive family, but it doesn't give her permission to hurt other people. The scene is always amusing to me, but it always
They kinda
strikes
look
me
different.
how out of character it is for Rika. She was, from my point of view, always a deep thinker with a lot of inner monologue. Here, she just loses it and demonstrates pure violence. I can tell that this is everyone's favorite scene in Higurashi.
I ain't too sure. Yeah, I had to stop watching this series after about 5 episodes because I just couldn't get into it.
It gets even more intense the moment Rika's voice changes when she gets serious. Honestly, this scene deserves a spot in oddly satisfying compilations.
なんか毎日同じことやってってはちょっと飽きるな。最近反応鈍いしね。
At number 4, we have Aya Asagiri, Magical Sight Girl. I don't understand why it always has to be the soft and gentle-looking Wally girl who has to go through such a horrible experience in life. Aya getting herself into trouble with having her ruined school shoes in the locker, having her school table vandalized, drowned in the toilet, being punched, kicked, and even choked by her brother Kaname, who wants Aya to help him relieve his stress from his father's expectations. There's no reason for them to treat her like a harmless punching bag. Thanks to the magical girl side that gave her a toy gun with a heart barrel, she was able to save herself.
おとなしくしてればいいかしねえからさ。
もし本当ならどうかこの地獄を。
I like the
Not
art
just
style.
that,
I'll
karma
definitely check this
is
out.
real, bro. It doesn't take long for it to happen either. In a split second, those psychopaths will run over by a train. In my opinion, they do deserve death. But it would be more entertaining to see them being tormented and suffered day by day until death. Not a quick one like this, but I hope that once they're in hell, they would get horribly tortured and never come back to Earth again.
ひろちゃん、初めてだよね。じゃあ、行ってみようか。いや、しっかり押さえてな。暴れると帰ってみたいよ。
Coming in at number 3, we have Hiroko from Shadow Star Narutaru. Here comes the show where the main character has gone mad and loses control. People bully the wrong people, and little do they know, karma is always coming and following them. After being told she is forbidden to talk to Sheena, her only best friend, in a frenzied turn of events, Hiroko unleashes her dragon child into the world. All sense of judgment clouded by her anger, Hiroko uses her hulking beast to take revenge on her overbearing parents, on the bullies who made her life hell, and perhaps even all of mankind. Although the revenge moment on Aki was kind of disgusting and, well, disturbing to watch. In all the sense of disturbing, it was somewhat satisfying to see what happened to Aki, and her brother being collateral in the process was kind of a bonus. Speaking of her oppressive dad, he certainly deserved what was coming for him. Coming in at number 2, we have Renee Bellinetta, Riven Strike. Here's another reason not to understand the victim of the bullies. Those maniacs didn't see it coming when they break an important memento of her grandfather and physically prevented her from seeing her grandfather before he passed away. Worst of all, they destroyed her phone when her mother called. An already emotionally vulnerable Renee finally snaps and goes all Doomslayer on her 3 bullies at school the next day.
Dang. That was a hard kick.
inflicting multiple fractures and leaving them severely traumatized. I love that ferocious aggression coming from Renee. Watching that sweet revenge surely sent chills down my spine. Those obnoxious bitches had to mess with her at the wrong time, and I don't know about you, but even with how savage it was kinda satisfying. Isn't a lost arm, a concussed head, and another concussed head a fair trait for a grandfather passing away? When you put someone through hell like that, don't be surprised if they come back at you as a demon. If you were expecting cute moe stuff from Riven Strike, boy, your expectation is way too high. This is not your typical Ero manga sensei type of anime. And number 1 goes to Lucy, Elfin League.
Whoa.
Hey, bullying a person, hurting them
This
emotionally
is
and physically is already bad enough.
one of my
right?
animes.
But killing their innocent
I actually
puppy,
like.
bro,
I actually like this.
that's fucked up. Especially when they're like 11. How can a kid that age go this far and be so heartless? I can't even kill a cockroach, bro. These psychopaths call her mean things like horns and says she's not human, but the thing they did to her, the thing they did to that puppy, that poor little puppy, the poor pupper, they are more inhuman than her. Do they not have mercy? But just like I mentioned before, karma is a bitch.
I say the time that I did watch it, yeah, it was
Whatever you
very
do,
satisfying.
it will always come back to you. Just like these cold-blooded and soulless bullies, never in my life would I ever wish death upon children. But these. I can't describe how much I loved it when she finally snapped, causing those psychopaths to explode. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that they explode. They certainly got what they deserved, in my opinion. The girl deserved worse than the boys because she was pretending to be Lucy's friend the whole time. Well, not anymore.
人間じゃないのは人じゃないのはお前らの方だ。
Very, very dark scene.
Compared to other anime that were mentioned, this one deserves our first spot because the bullying really is on a whole new level, and the revenge was just as brutal and satisfying. Alright everybody, that's it for today.
Yeah, that was satisfying at that time when I did first watch Elfin League. So yeah, because I used to be that way to where you wanted the most brutal thing to happen to the people who bullied you and everything else, who taunted you. But I was like, I like it how anime goes to the extreme when it comes to satisfaction of it. But in real life, I was like that extreme when it comes to like monsters, demons, whatever, like they'll summon, like in one of the animes, or cause I've seen some crazy stuff when it came to bullying in anime. In the moments and stuff, you want stuff like that to happen, but you know, it's not always the best. In real life, it's not always the best option for that type of craziness. The fighting back one, where it was the girl, she was beating up the bullies or punching them back and stuff like that. I say those are more satisfying to me now, just because I like the fact that they're fighting back against the people that has taunted them, beat them up, everything else, because it's crazy. There's a lot of other animes and stuff out there where it showed bullying and stuff like that, and you get upset because you know that the anime characters didn't get their revenge, or they didn't get their you didn't get the satisfaction of seeing something happen to the bullies. There are some animes where that has happened, where there's no, you know, there's nothing that happened to the bullies and stuff like that, which sucks, but that sometimes happen in real life, so I can understand those points in animes when they do have those happen. It's crazy. Don't bully people. Do not bully at all. Like, this be the take of do not bully people. Bullying is wrong, even as adults, because I still see adults do it. Do not bully people. It's totally wrong, and You know, it's extra mental stress on someone that does not need the extra mental stress. And that mental stress can make a person snap in different ways. Depends on how they handle that type of stress. So you're causing even more issues that happen. I don't want to say exactly what those are, but you can cause more things to happen that's even worse. So yeah, don't bully. Do not bully anyone. Whether it's cyberbullying or physical bullying, do not bully anyone. But yeah, that's that's it. If you like my video, please put a like on the video. If you like to subscribe and see some more of my content, please do. Again, if you want to check out Animan's channel, it's down below. This is one I did like top 7. So yeah. Thank you all so much for just jumping on and just giving me a try. I really do appreciate it. Please do take care of yourselves and each other. Peace, geekdom.